Today we're looking at this air-powered ATEX pneumatic drum tipper. We have an air line plugged into the left side of this control box which powers the lift function and the tipping function. And first of all we need to secure the drum into the head to tip it into this vessel. So we push the unit forward, the band's at the correct height. We push it forward so the band goes right around the drum. We want to make sure the centre line of the drum is in line with the pivot point of the rotator. We take the loose end of our strap, bring it around the front of the drum and hook it in place. We then come round this side, and we'll show you a close-up of this. We take our ratchet, we pull the strap so there's no slack within the unit. Then we take our handle and crank it like so. We don't need to over-tighten it, it just needs to be nice and snug. We then take our rim clamp, this sits beneath the lip of the drum. We go over the top and secure it down. This is mainly required on plastic drums where they're slippery and we don't want them to slide or move within the rotator band. So we tighten that like so, get nice and snug, come round, press our lift button. Bring the unit forward and then rotate. Then return back to the vertical. Bring the unit back. With this model we've got a tiller at the rear. This controls the steering, so we can steer from the back of the unit. It's very easy to push and pull around. We've got nice hard wheels with a low rolling resistance. Lower the drum down. I'll show you how to take the drum out of the head. The adjustable band on the front of this unit can handle steel, plastic and fiberboard drums from as small as 50 litres all the way up to 220. So it'll handle a very broad range of drums, which is really useful because suppliers tend to send lots of different drum types and it's good to have one machine to do them all. Once the drum's placed down, we've got a reverse process. So we release our rim clamp from the top of the drum, lift this off. We then take the ratchet and we pull this lever. So with our thumb there, we pull the lever, bring it round until it clicks. Once it's clicked, we can basically open it up like so. Make sure the strap's nice and slack. Take off our D-ring here on the front. Remove our drum, and then we can go get the next one. We've now got this blue Mauser drum. So again, we push the unit around the belly of the drum. We come forward and take our strap, hook it round. Now the band on this model is adjustable, so it's made up of a number of different segments. If we have drums that have a smaller diameter, so maybe a 50 litre Mauser or a 120 litre Mauser, we can actually adjust that band down to accommodate the smaller diameter. We then do this strap up as before. With our rim clamp, again, if the drums are taller or shorter, this has got a number of pins in it, so we can basically lift this up or down depending on the height of the drum, so we can secure drums of a variety of sizes. Once we've got it at the right height, we lift it over and clamp it down as before. We also do a power clamp version of this model, so if you were handling sort of 50 drums a day, maybe even up to 100 for some customers, the power clamp model will avoid the need to secure a band, and it's a quicker process overall. So now we're secure, we can lift the drum up. Bring the unit forward, so we'll come right up towards our vessel, and then we can begin to rotate. Once the drum's empty, turn to the vertical. And lower down. We'll now show you a close-up of the rear panel. We're now looking at the rear control panel of the unit. The first thing to make sure is that we have the air line plugged in to the side of the control box. You can see on the left-hand side we have the red air line plugged in, and this can be plugged into the right-hand side of the box as well if needed. This unit is going to Poland, so we have Polish labels, but the controls will be the same. We ship all over the world. On the left we have our lift lower buttons, so we press the green button for lift and the blue button for lower. Then on the right we have the green button for tipping forward and the blue button for returning to vertical. In the centre we have an emergency stop button. We press this down to cut all functions to the unit. To reset it, we twist it clockwise.